Well, it's here. Mod 20. Neverwinter Sharandar. We're going back to the Feywild. And my god, is this new zone stunning. So yes, we are going back to the Feywild. We're going back to Sharandar. And we're here to talk about it today. Some unfortunate news with the Mod 20 announcement. The old Sharandar campaign will be going away. The old Sharandar campaign will no longer be available on February 9th when Module 20 drops. So I highly recommend you get it done now. I rather wish that wasn't the case. I would like to still be able to do that old content, but you know, it is what it is. It is what it is, and this new zone and new mod looks more than enough to fill the gap. So what do we get on February 9th when Neverwinter Sharandar drops? What do we get? Well, we get part 1 of this new storyline. Neverwinter Sharandar will take place over 3 parts. Part number 1 drops on February 9th, and the rest drop sometime in the future, after February 9th, I assume. Part 1 will take us to the ruins of Malabog's castle, where a dark new threat is growing. And did I mention it's already on preview? And so far, it's been a lot of fun. We're only a couple of days into it being on preview, but man, this is already shaping up to be a really good mod. There's a nice variety of repeatable quests. It's no more of you get 3 repeatable quests and you just got to do them over and over again. There seems to be a good variety this time around. There are currently 3 heroic encounters. I assume the other 2 zones will include more. And, well, while I was poking around in the demo tool to capture footage for this, I realized I could see into the other 2 zones. So maybe we can get a little bit of a sneak peek of what's coming in the near future. One thing I notice, the bog area, which I assume is going to be the lair of the Annis Hag, it uses a skybox from Castle Never. That's a weird coincidence. And what is that giant statue? Well, I guess we'll find out in the future. One thing I wanted to talk about. Predicted Mod 20? Well, we're going to do it again. No, I'm not crazy. We're not going to predict Mod 21 already, although I'm pretty sure it's going to be the Shadowfell. But let's predict some future changes and updates to Module 20. I think with Episode 3, Part 3, whatever you want to call it, we're going to get a revamp of the Master of the Hunt skirmish. If you look at the old roadmap, you can see under Part 2, which I think has now been shifted to Part 3 based on the release schedule. You can see it says existing skirmish reworked. And on preview right now, the Master of the Hunt, not accessible at all. I think that there is a possibility of Malabog's castle getting a rework. In fact, you can even enter Malabog's castle from the new Ruins of Malabog zone. And now, the thing that I've been really pondering since this was announced, in some of their promotional stuff, and even in-game, it mentions a dark presence growing in Sharandar. I've seen a few people trying to figure out who this could be. Heard some suggestions. Big group of people think it's Baba Yaga. Some other Archfey being thrown out. I think I know exactly who this dark presence is, and who the main villain of Module 20 is going to be. Now, I've already mentioned Baba Yaga being one of the possible theories. I'm not really going to talk about that one that much because I personally don't buy it, but there's plenty of other people already talking about it. One suggestion, this could be Keglune. Keglune? It's spelled like Salune, so I have to assume it's pronounced Keglune. They are the patron goddess and mother of all hags. Obviously, the trailer featured a hag in it, and a lot of the promotional art has hags in it. So it seems like a pretty fair suggestion, right? But I think there's someone just a little bit more likely. A lot of the stuff in-game and out of game is talking about darkness. A darkness has fallen over Sharandar. Interesting choice of words. Obviously, it's pretty generic fantasy choice of words, but I think there's a reason for it. I think this growing darkness in the Feywild is none other than the Queen of Air and Darkness. A powerful archfey who rules over the Unseelie Court. For those that don't know, the Feywild is ruled predominantly by two courts, the Seelie Court and the Unseelie Court. The Seelie Court is where your normal Fey creatures hang out and rule over much of the Feywild. The Unseelie Court is where your undesirable or ugly Fey hang out. Your hags, your trolls, all that kind of Oni, all that stuff. Unseelie Court. Another reason I think it might be the Queen of Air and Darkness. What are our two artifacts for this mod? Oh, they're both diamonds. Well, the Queen of Air and Darkness has a very famous artifact associated with her. The Black Diamond, sometimes called the Night Diamond, is an artifact of immense power and evil of unknown origin. And finally, the third part of Neverwinter Sharandar is titled The Odious Court. You know, odious, meaning extremely unpleasant, repulsive. Much like the Unseelie Court, ruled over by the Queen of Air and Darkness. Going a little bit more. Okay, remember that devilish incursions lore entry I told you about? Well, it mentions the abyssal plane of Phlegiathon. Do you know where the Unseelie Court is sometimes said to reside in? Phlegiathon. I think I'm saying that right. And one final little interesting coincidence. The Queen of Air and Darkness was also once thought to be the same person as Auril, the Frost Maiden. Isn't that interesting? Alright, that's enough lore talk for today. Over on Twitch, I'm going to be doing a legendary Beholder Tank giveaway. Saturday the 10th. That's tonight. You should come check it out, twitch.tv/BryceLovesGaming. Remember, I do stream Neverwinter every Wednesday through Sunday on that same channel. If you liked the video, leave it a like, give it a comment, maybe subscribe. That helps out. And tell me what you think the future of Mod 20 holds, and maybe we can even start discussing Mod 21. And I'll see you in the Feywild.